Hello and welcome to the Big Smoke and Friends podcast. Ba-doop boom boom da doo doo. Hello. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna get some background noise for a second. Then I'm back. I got myself a drink and some weed to smoke. Doo 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 doo. um. Yes, yes. I don't know where I was going with that song, to be honest. I don't have anything else to say on that. But hey guys, what's up, everybody? I usually do like these weekend podcasts, for like Sundays, but I gotta go to my fucking parents' house tomorrow, unfortunately, and then so I don't, and I got work tomorrow too, so I don't even know when I would be home to come do it. So I thought, why not? Saturday night is good for podcasting. Uh, Plus, man, it sucks, man. I worked like 10 days in a fucking row, and I thought I was gonna get like these 4 days off in a row, because usually, they would do that if you were working basically from like the last time you had a day off through till next week, or 10 days. I'm just gonna keep it simple. 10 days. You're working 10 days in a row. Usually they give you like 4 days off, but I don't know. They just decided to fuck me. But I get Saturday and Sunday off, or not Saturday, Friday and Saturday of next week off. So I'm like, I can't really fucking complain because those are like two good ass days to have off. But I don't know. Sometimes I really do wish I worked like an office job so I could get like like a guaranteed like Saturday Sunday off. Because like after work on Friday, you can just do whatever. You don't have to have a fucking. You don't have to have Friday off. Is like it's kind of cool, I guess. It's like ooh, like look at this Friday, and I don't have to go to work or something. But like, it's not. I don't think it's required to have like a good weekend. And like no matter what happens at work too, like Friday, people who bitch about Fridays are a conundrum, honestly. Like no matter what bullshit you have to go through to make it through that day, you still have the whole weekend. You have the next 48 hours to do whatever the fuck you want, basically. So whatever bullshit you gotta get through, just get through it, and then you have the rest of your day plus the weekend. So, which is why I think, which is also, I mean, because of like school, regular office jobs, probably government jobs too. That's why like I feel like the whole week structure of society is even like around. Why Mondays suck? Why fucking you know Wednesday and Thursday sometimes for people are just like, ooh, look at this, we're almost there. Almost at the weekend, man. We're final stretch. Tuesday is just always Tuesday. Tuesday's not. I mean, people try to make Tuesday fun, and I know there's people that try to make Monday fun. Like, ugh, like don't even try. Like, you have to be at work. Why are you trying to make Monday fun? Like, school sometimes would do that. I mean, sometimes you would have just a random, like, really easy Monday, like a good, chill start to the week. Like, no tests, no homework. Just like, all right, it's fucking Monday. I'm hungover still from the weekend. I'm gonna roll a TV in here. You guys can watch Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oh God, I loved. Sometimes I just really did love having a teacher going through some shit, cause like you would have like nothing to do. It'd be like, do whatever the fuck you guys want. I don't care. And they're like, you can clearly probably tell that their life's somewhat falling apart, but like they're being chill about it, so it's no complaints from me. And then, but you can have the opposite. Dude, I had a Spanish teacher going through a fucking divorce, and oh my God, we spent like a whole class, and like these classes were like hour and a half long of her. Like she barely taught some Spanish, and then started talking shit about her husband and how none of her kids were coming to see her on for what was it, Christmas or Thanksgiving? I think it was Thanksgiving. I remember right before one of the like Christmas break or Thanksgiving break, which is just like I remember sitting there the whole time like, can this bitch stop talking about her divorce? I would rather be trying to speak Spanish right now. you know, teachers are always hit or miss. Sometimes they're cool, sometimes they're not, and like sometimes it's also the people. I remember having a pretty chill teacher until like one kid came in and just started like talking shit the whole time, and eventually just got like kicked out of the class. They're like, get the fuck out of here. I mean, that's the thing though. Sometimes it really only takes like one person to bring the worst out in somebody. Whether they just push your buttons a certain way, or they just, I don't know, not getting the fucking message, or just like you two are just, one's oil, one's water. It's just not gonna mix. It's and I mean, there are real times. I think there's just people that just do not like each other. Like straight up, there's no way and they don't even like. I bet you they don't even know why. They just some people just do not mix well together. Or it's just super easy for them to get into arguments. Some of these people get married too. That's the crazy part. But that's life too, man. Sometimes it's just fucking weird, man. You're going through this whole giant like spiral down into death, and you're kind of trying to grab onto anything to kind of comfort you down into that fucking hole. So, I mean, you never know. I mean, sometimes life just deals you a shitty hand. I mean, nothing you can really even do about it. There's so much shit in the world, in the universe, that is like you have no control over. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just you know, you know, you got to eat what's on your plate. Basically, whatever fucking the universe throws your way, you got to take it and do your best with it. So, which just sucks too, because how many people beat themselves up over shit they can't even fucking control. They're like, whether it's like their status in life or who their parents were, fucking and a lot of it is, there's a lot of things that people complain about that are your choices. Like sometimes, yeah, if you're poor, maybe get a job, or a better paying job, or go back to school. I mean, it just some people. I get it. You feeling stuck is 100% normal, especially when you think like imagine trying to go back to school and you're just like, how can I afford to go back to school, still work, all this fucking stuff that like comes with doing something like that, or changing careers, or just even trying to find a new job. Sometimes is daunting because you're like you don't know. I mean, I remember for me personally, sometimes I'm just like, what's the fucking point? Like, it's just gonna be the same bullshit with some other bosses over my head. And I mean, there's just a lot of times where you just like it's so easy to feel hopeless sometimes, honestly. But you gotta get through that shit. I mean, like there's always a light at the end of the fucking tunnel. I've been listening to a lot of inspirational quotes from the uncle in Iroh from the last Airbender. I'm like, dude, I know it's kind of fucking like I guess cliche in a way or something. Or like, it's just like this fucking old dude. The writing on it is amazing. Guy's got a lot of fucking wisdom. I mean, if you didn't cry during Leaves from the Vine, you just don't have a fucking heart. You just suck as a human being. I'm sorry. Like you can't watch that shit and not fucking feel bad for that guy. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. It's weird too that like all these writers and shit are going on strike. I keep seeing a lot of people are just like, oh wow, the shitty writers for our shit, all these shitty TV shows are going on strike, and now we don't get them. Wow, so it's what a loss. And I'm like, well, I was hearing someone explain to like why it's happening, and this might kind of explain why sometimes I guess the writing on shows isn't as good anymore because like all these because of like streaming services and like Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, and all that, and HBO Max, and all these. I mean, it used to be you would get like a show and it would last for like years, basically, almost year round. You'd be writing for like something like The Office back in the day, or Parks and Rec, uh, or or like writing for like SNL or something, or like on all these like ABC like cop shows or something. Um, I mean, it used to be like almost year round, and like, there's barely any of those kinds of shows left, and like everything else is just like seasons on like stuff on Netflix and or like HBO Max, which may not get a second season or only has like 8 episodes in it. So now you're hopping from job to job to job to job, and there's not as much job security anymore. So and like you don't get generally. I don't think you get paid as much because it's such a short time. So they're just like, all right, cool. We're gonna pay you basically the bare minimum, but we have to. And I didn't even know that like all these writers are in like some kind of like union. So I was like, damn, that's it's actually kind of cool to see like actors and shit support it because they're just like, well, if they don't work, we don't work. So we basically they have to support them. And the only people that are fucking this up for everybody are like studio heads. Which I don't know, man. You get paid more, you probably would start producing better shit, and then you everybody would start making more money. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this goes. I don't know specifics, and it's just weird to see something like I guess you don't really think about too much. Like you don't imagine like writers going strike, and then like all the shows that thought were like coming out, or is not coming out anymore. So it's just like oh damn, what the fuck? I don't know. It's a weird thing to do. I mean, they could do the Paris thing and start burning shit. I mean, that are there still is those riots still going on for like pension reform over there in France? I really should watch the news more, honestly. I would like to be a more well-educated member of society, or like I guess caught up on current events. You know, you got something to talk to at parties, I guess, or at the bar. Or it help with this too. I always, yeah. Sometimes I'll like, cause I actually I don't have it on me just cause my phone is charging, but I have like I'm starting to do this topic list again, where I just like if shit starts getting dry, whether I'm doing this like by myself or like with a guest, I'm trying to like ways to keep things moving without it like getting dry. Because sometimes you just need that, you just need like a little talking piece, just to like an icebreaker, I guess you could say, to get someone talking, to get someone like invested in what they're doing too. I mean, there's so many times I've tried to get people to get like invested in like this, so that they talk more, they're more comfortable, and it's just easier for others than some other people. It's just, and especially when you have like new guests, you never know if they're gonna like be good or not, and if it's gonna be a short episode, a long episode. So I mean, it's a lot of hit or miss sometimes. I think there have been only like one time where, actually, no, twice. Once, I took down an episode because of the audio quality was so fucking dog shit. Sounded like someone had just found a page in Slenderman, or it was like Slenderman was like right behind them or some shit. And then one I never even uploaded just because I was not, I just wasn't comfortable with the quality, and I don't think it was a good one. It was like one, it was short, and it just wasn't that entertaining. And everybody like half the people in it weren't even paying attention to it. So it was just like, yeah, it was just like nah, just like I don't even think I think like I stopped the recording and just like I didn't even save it. But like I said, it's hit or miss, man. I mean, you give, and seriously, if you're doing anything, whether it's something like this or I don't know, painting, writing, anything where you have to produce something, and if you're just, and especially if you're doing it with somebody else and they're just half-assing it, there's no point in doing it. There's no point in doing anything half-ass, So you always got to give it your fucking all. And then if you're not happy with quality, then why are you giving it to somebody else? As someone who's like a cook like me, I would never put a plate of food out that I wasn't comfortable serving to somebody else, or I wouldn't eat myself, or serve to like a family member. So I mean, that's how the mindset, like especially with this. Like I try and always have the best quality possible, as much as I can fucking do in my own limited capacity. Like I'm not in a fucking studio. I'm not interviewing like celebrities or anything like that. So I just, like I said, I sit here and talk shit with my friends, and I give it the best shot I got. And which you should always do with everything in fucking life, whatever you're fucking doing. I mean, and if you really can't do that, then you shouldn't be doing it at all. You, nothing is nothing comes out worse than when it's forced. You're just forcing yourself to do something or go somewhere or be with someone. It just never fucking works out. It never is not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for the people involved. It's just stop. Like, cut your fucking losses. You gotta know when to fold them. And there's, how's the song go? You gotta know when to fold 'em. Know when to hold 'em. Know when to walk away. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be plenty of time for counting when the playing's done. There we go. I do more karaoke here than I actually do in real life. Um, that's weird too. Like, I have a couple friends that really want to go like karaoke night, and I'm about it, but like I gotta be like really drunk to sing because I just I don't want to sing it like here. I'll burst in the song just for no reason. Like I'll sing about random shit I'm doing. But around people, I do tend to do it less, just because I don't want someone to think I'm a fucking muppet or something, just bursting in the song whenever's possible. Man, I guess I gotta recap a little bit of like. I hope everybody had a good Cinco de Mayo, or Cinco de Drinko, as some people call it. And I get it too. I think it's more of like a white person drinking holiday. I always like to say it's St. Patrick's Day in May. Or at least, well, that's the thing too. Like, St. Patrick's Day actually has like a significant meaning in Ireland. I don't know if Cinco de Mayo does. I think it might just be something in America. I'm not 100, or maybe it's like not that big of a deal in Mexico versus like over here in the U.S. where we're just all like, all right, saying margaritas, chips, and salsa, and other stuff. I mean, it's just, whew, excuse me, goddamn White Claw. Oh, there you go, burnt monster on this one too. Um, yeah, goddamn hard salt, and that's the thing about this shit, this fizzy water. It always makes you have to burp. Dude, I don't know, fucking. I hate people who can't handle their alcohol so much. Like I don't care. It could be like a drop dead gorgeous model. If you're just walking around stumbling drunk, I'm just like, stop. Like this is just, um, I can't deal with it. I hate dealing with it because it's just like you chose to do this, and you're like, and there's a thing too. You know when you're too fucked up. You know when you're drinking to the point where you are drunk and stumbling, and like I hate the people that are just like fucked up and they're just like still downing shit. Like the only thing that you need to be doing by now is water. The only thing you need to be putting in your body is water, so you can piss that shit out. But some people aren't like that. They're like shots. Just keep taking shots, and I've fucking done it too myself. I can speak from a little experience. It's not fun. It's at least I've never had to be like so drunk someone's got to take care of me. I don't think I've ever been that fucking drunk. Like maybe drunk enough to where someone's got to drive, but like not to where I can't walk around or like someone's like picking me up off the ground and shit. Thank God I've never been that drunk. Thank God. I don't ever plan to get that drunk. If I ever do get that drunk, I might stop drinking. Because then by then it's a fucking problem. Honestly, in my book, I'm so scared of being like an alcoholic. I make fun of it a lot, but this is like a genuine fear because everyone in my fucking family, as soon as I started drinking, they're acting like I'm the devil or something, and they're just like, we have a long history of substance abuse in this family. I can't believe you're drinking. You always said you wouldn't drink, and now you're drinking, Connor. So what's up with that? Why are you drinking so much? And I'm like, and I made too many fucking jokes about it, saying, oh, I need to be drunk around you people. I remember what. I think I was just. I don't even know if it was on Christmas itself or like the day after, and we're all just like chilling. I was hungover or drunk, and I just blurted out like, "Man, you guys are a lot more fun when I'm drunk." Um, that did not go over well. Which is, I know sometimes, if I can make at least one person in that room laugh, then I don't care. Like, I hate when people aren't like, don't have a sense of fucking humor. Or like take everything way too literal or serious. Like, it just sucks. Like, why can't I have fun? Why can't I just like fuck around and say some shit like that? I mean, I mean it slightly, but it's just a joke. Come on, have some fun with your fucking life, Jesus. People who take life just way too seriously. Just It makes me sad sometimes. I mean, there's time to be serious in life, and there's time to just cut loose, kick back, kick off your Sunday shoes. Ooh wee, something something something's for more me. Footloose, Kevin Bacon, dancing in a warehouse. Hmm. Footloose, everybody come footloose. There you go. What an absurd movie too. Like I'm gonna ban dancing. Dancing's against the law. And then Kevin Bacon's like, you can't tell me I can't dance. I'm gonna dance all over this town, man. You can't stop me. And he's like, well, you ain't gonna be dancing. I'm like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm dancing with your daughter. You're like, oh, well, I guess I've seen the error of my ways. It was just, 80s movies sometimes are just so fucking stupid. Like fucking what is it, Roadhouse? I'm like, fuck that movie. I mean, even like I was watching like Rambo the other day too. Like that first one, I think is pretty good, but like the ones after that, I'm just like, okay, this guy's got like PTSD and shit from fucking Vietnam, and you're trying to like help him so he doesn't murder everyone in this town, and then by the next movie, you're sending him back to fucking Vietnam or some jungle or somewhere. I don't even remember. And then it was really actually one '80s movie I really enjoyed is Rocky Four. That was fucking amazing. Gotta love it. I was watching Predator 2 the other day, and I didn't even realize how many memes from Predator there are. Like, well, I've always seen like the "you ugly motherfucker," "you're one ugly motherfucker," and then I didn't even know like the one where like the two dudes were like, "you son of a bitch," yeah, I didn't even know it was from that. And then I always loved the meme where you can actually put the credits to Predator to any '80s like sitcom intro, and it will actually sync up like they did to like the Golden Girls intro. And like, thank you for being a friend. Oh yeah, sorry. Goddamn storms and wind and shit. Got my allergies and sinuses all in a tizzy. Seriously, I wonder where that shit came from. Because like people have been bitten outside for like thousands of years. Why are we developing allergies to pollen and shit now? Like, I don't even know if it's like nature shit. What if it's just all the fucking bullshit they put in the air? That's what we're actually reacting to, and they're like, "Oh no, it's crabgrass. It's pollen. It's just high pollen." As they're dumping fucking shit in the air, that fucking bird flew over and probably dropped dead, and we're all just breathing that shit in 24 fucking 7. So, excuse me again. Sorry. Uh, yeah. What if it's a big polluter making us all believe pollen's bad for us? Or who knows? Maybe it's just always been like this. Some people just sneeze when it starts turning into spring. I don't know. I mean, that's just. I mean, that is up for debate. So I'm gonna just. I don't know if I'm gonna run the debate on that. To be honest, I think. I don't know. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not. Gonna, I don't want that smoke. Um. Yeah. I gotta say. I want to talk about Cinco de Mayo again. It was pretty fun when I did where I was at. At first, I was kind of lonely. I just went to a bar by myself, but I knew a few people. I know a few people, the people working there, so it was cool seeing them. And then whacked a few pinatas, and then by the end of the night, people I knew started showing up, and then yeah, some other bullshit, and then I don't even want to talk about that shit. But I don't think it like ruined the night. It was just more of just like just annoying shit, really. But and that's why I talk again. Like drunk people piss me off. I don't care who you are. I don't like that too. And then like, I always feel bad for the people that have to like take care of them afterwards, or like during it. Because like drunk people can be so fucking difficult and so fucking like annoying and sometimes even mean. So I mean, it's just like, it's like how you deal with that shit too. Like imagine, I mean, sometimes I've seen some people like, all right, fine, bitch, fuck you, and then they just leave them on the side, just fucking leave them behind. I'm like, damn, dude, you can't leave a man behind. I mean, I don't care what he's saying. He's drunk. He doesn't mean it. Hopefully, at least. Um, I mean, then you get like some. I never want to get to the point where I'm drunk and I don't remember what I've done. I would. I remember talking to some dude. I think it was like at work or something about how he used to get like blackout drunk almost like a lot, and I was like, dude, like that scares me more than anything, really. Like not being, because God knows what you would do when you're so fucking drunk you can't remember something the next day, and then you gotta like find out from whoever you either texting or around. You gotta like text somebody like, "Hey, how did I even get home? Like, what the fuck happened?" Or you wake up with some strange person in your bed, and you're like, "Oh, who the fuck are you?" I never want to be that too. Oh God, I can't imagine being like, say you're at a bar. I mean, obviously you're drinking too, and some other like say some drunk shit comes up to you, and it's just like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" And just talking, and you go home with them and all that shit, and then you wake up the next day, and then she's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe," like she's like, "Get the fuck out." And you're like, oh damn, dude, I never want to be someone's drunken mistake. That's something that's just like I want to avoid so much because I don't know. Whenever I do that shit with some people, I'm like a fucking. I hate sometimes I'm like a golden retriever. Like as soon as you just give me some attention, I'm just like I'm attached immediately. Um, it's a bad habit of mine too, and then I got this stupid urge to be liked by everyone too. So sometimes it goes to my benefit. I would say I like to be universally liked by majority of the people I meet. So I mean, or at least I don't like to ruffle people's feathers. But you can't avoid it too, and you gotta accept that too. You're not gonna be liked by everyone, no matter how hard you try. Um, but I mean that's just the way life goes. But yeah, everybody. I think I'm gonna end the episode here. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week, and I hope you have a wonderful coming week coming up. And I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. You're loved by the universe. You hopefully you've done some good shit, some good karma's coming your way. You'll be fine. But thank you all for listening. Thank you all for still listening. If you're a long time listener, thank you for listening to this shit. Gives me my gives me the reason to wake up in the morning. Ah, I'm gonna take a little bong rip out for you guys, and I'm gonna wrap this up.